Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Fun with Phrasals series. In this series of classes, we're going to be working with phrasal verbs and we're going to have lots of fun with them. So today it's all about go, phrasal verbs with go. Through different activities and exercises, we'll get familiar with the go verbs and then we'll play a little game to help you put them to use really quickly. All that and more coming up in just a moment. But first, let me do just a quick introduction while we're waiting for everyone to come in. And I'll also give you the link to the material. So, I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you from Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. And by the way, if you click on that link in the Verbling chat window, you can go to my homepage or my profile page and you can see all my upcoming classes. Just click the follow button and you'll be able to see what's coming up. Oh, and of course you can schedule a private tutoring class with me. In that case, just send me a message first so I can find time for you in my schedule and make sure that everything is going to go according to plan. In private tutoring, I'll work with you to create a personalized learning plan to get you to your goals as soon as possible. Okay? Send me a message and we'll talk about that. Let's see how everyone's doing. Let's see. We've got Mr. Miko. Hello, Miko. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, okay. I'm fine. How are you?
Fantastic. Excellent. And Mr. Sasha. Hello, Mr. Sasha. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. Very good, very good. Well, we're a little bit early. There's going to be some other people. Why don't we give them a minute or two? And while we're waiting, you take a look at this. There you go. Hopefully you can see that all right. And if you want to open that on your computer, you can click this link and you can download it or whatever. I didn't have time to completely finish everything in the presentation, so I'm missing the answers on the last page. But especially if you remind me, I'll get to it in a little bit. So let's see. Let's give everyone about one more minute, but we can say hello to Mr. Khalid. Hello, Mr. Khalid. How are you?
Fine, thank you, teacher. How are you?
Very good, very good. Now, is this your first time with us? I can't remember if I've had you before.
No, I have attended your class before this one.
Yeah? Okay, maybe you had a different picture before. I don't know if I don't recognize your face.
No.
or it's been a while. I'm not sure.
No.
Maybe it's been a while.
It's the same picture, but I didn't attend regularly because of my work.
Ah, okay. Yes, maybe I haven't seen you in a while. But you know what? It's nice to have you back.
Thank you, sir. Very nice to see you again.
Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, we've got Mr. Alberto. Hello, Alberto. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine. How are you?
And by the way, what's the story with Route 66, Alberto?
Oh, it's a it's a dream. I have a dream in the future. Perhaps I will travel to United States, and I have a dream to drive through Route 66.
Yeah?
This is the idea, and this is my dream. My future dream.
Are you going to get a Harley, go cross country on Route 66?
Sorry?
You got to get a Harley Davidson and drive cross country. A Harley, a motorcycle.
Harley
Davidson.
Harley Davidson. Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah. I wish to drive in a Harley Davidson and black jacket.
Yeah, there you go. But you got to join the Hells Angels.
Okay.
Let's see if we can have a. Let's get a nice picture of what you've got to do here. Give me a second. By the way, I'm from the United States, and I don't think I've ever seen Route 66. I don't even know if it still exists, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's still there because it's a really old highway. I mean, there's something that goes across the United States, but I don't know if Route 66 is even still there. Could be. I'm
Okay,
not sure. I'm not sure.
could be in the future.
But let me see. Okay, here we go. And here's your buddies. When you get there, I want you to call these guys. Hang on a second. Oh, what is this? Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Everyone bear with me. This is a very important cultural moment that I have to share with you. Except I can't get the picture that I wanted to get. Oh, no. You know what? We'll come back to the Harleys. I've got a good picture for you. But I can't find it. It's gone. Okay, never mind. I had a great picture for you. Oh, and Mr. Shinue is out there, too. Very good. Mr. Shinue is a very experienced Harley driver, I think. He's done it before. So, who did I miss here? Miss Lena. Welcome to class, Lena. How are you?
Hi, John Eric. Hi, everyone. I'm fine, thank you. And I'm ready to learn new phrasal verbs with Go.
Oh my God. You're too enthusiastic. It's too early in the morning to be that happy, Lena. Well, you will get your chance.
It's not that early. It's 11 a.m. here.
It's 10 a.m. here. At 11, I'll be fine. At 10 a.m., I'm still a little groggy. Let's see who else is here. Oh, and I missed Van Ann. Hello, Van Ann. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are
Great.
you?
And I hear no cafe noises in the background.
Yeah, I'm staying at home today.
Ah, okay. Very good. Very good. And we've got someone else I missed, Mr. Ehab. I think it's right. Ehab, am I saying your name right?
Hi, teacher. Yeah, it's right.
Fantastic. Where are you from, Ehab?
From Libya.
From?
Libya.
From Libya. Okay, very good, very good. It's a little hard to hear you. You're a little bit quiet. But anyway.
Ah,
Oh, that's better. Yes, yes, yes. That's better. Fantastic. Okay, so, Lena, you're excited to learn phrasal verbs with Go, right?
Yes, I do.
Good. So let's start with what is a phrasal verb, just to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So, what is a phrasal verb, Lena?
Phrasal verb, it's a verb. It can be
Mhm.
any verb and a preposition or two.
So phrasal verb is a good start. So a verb plus a preposition. Preposition. So let's say that that's our definition. In here, definition. Okay. Now, can it be any verb? That's the question. Because it said it could be any verb. I don't know. I think there's only certain kinds of verbs can be phrasal verbs. So would anyone like to just add a little bit to her definition? Can it be any verb in the language? Class, what do you think?
I think it's not any verb.
Okay, what kind of verbs do you think are more likely to be phrasal verbs?
Acting verb, I think.
Action verbs, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're on the right track. It's I would just say simple ones.
Give, and give up.
Exactly. Yeah. Give up. We've got go. In fact, I guess the main thing, the main requirement is that they're simple, what we call Germanic, meaning that they don't come from Latin. So simple, usually Germanic, and usually one syllable. Syllable. So
Hello.
verbally chat has stopped working for me. Okay, well, we won't be using the chat today. Oh, there it is. It appeared late. So, give, as you said, is one. because it's short, it's simple, it's monosyllabic. Okay, it's a Germanic verb. If it's a Latin verb, because English has a lot of Latin vocabulary, it probably won't work. For example, think ahead is more or less a phrasal verb. But prognosticate, which is a similar word, cannot be a phrasal verb. It's too big. So what we do is we take simple verbs and we add a meaning by putting a different preposition: in, at, on, about, through, etc. So that's how English works. We like to be flexible by taking simple verbs, changing the meaning, rather than using entirely different verbs. So that's what we're doing. This is what the class is about. Let's practice, shall we? Let's get started with go. Let's go for it. In the first 10 minutes or so, we're going to do some learning. In the next 10-15 minutes, we're going to apply what we've learned to different exercises. At the very end, we're going to do a little speaking activity where you get to use these in a free and easy way and get them into your memory, and we're going to try to reflect on what we've learned at the very end, if we have time. So let's start by just getting some exposure. I want everyone just to read and think about one of these phrasal verbs. They're a little bit more advanced than some you might have seen before. So Van Ant, do you think you could read the first one on the top left for us?
Okay. The event went off as planned, and £2,000 was raised for charity.
Okay, very good. If you want to guess about what it means or give a synonym, that's okay as well. Or you can just think about it for a moment, because I'm going to test you after we've read these. So, if you can think of a synonym for that, then let us know. If you can't,
Okay.
pass.
So I think the event has been was organized.
Was organized as planned. Okay, it fits. It sounds okay. Sasha, let's do number 2 on the top right, please.
The young mother went through agony before her missing child was found.
Excellent. What do you think? Can you think of a synonym that might fit?
Yes, maybe undergo.
Under, okay, but it's the past tense. So say the sentence with it in the past tense.
Underwent.
Underwent. Weird, right? I've never heard anyone say underwent, but actually it would be underwent. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see. Mr. Oriel, can you read number 3 on the left, middle left?
Yes. Mr. Drake said he had decided to go over to the Green Party as he was disillusioned with his own party's policy on the environment.
Good. I just want you to repeat some words for pronunciation. Not said, but said.
Said.
Good. To say is S-A-Y.
Okay.
But said is just eh. Okay? And also disillusioned.
Disillusioned.
Good. Very good. Okay. Could you read that sentence again with a synonym? Can you think of a word that could replace go over to?
Maybe go over to is to take.
To take. To take what?
To take or to do something.
So Mr. Drake said he had decided to do something with the Green Party? Is that the idea?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, we'll think about that for a minute. We'll come back to it in a second.
Okay.
By the way, I forgot to say something. You're listening to the radio in this activity. That's supposed to be a radio. And this is like the news. If you're wondering what that box was in the middle, we're listening to the evening news, and these are headlines. Okay, Lena, do you think you can read number 4 in the middle right, please?
Yes, sure. Going by the government's own statistics, we have failed to stop the rise in drug addiction.
Excellent.
I think going by is used as a reference.
So try to replace it if you can.
Using the reference, the government's own statistics. Use I don't
You have
know.
to you have to change the sentence a little bit to make it fit.
Using the government's own statistics as a reference, they have failed to stop the rise in drug addiction.
That's it. Very good. Very good. So if you rearrange the sentence a little bit, it fits and it sounds pretty close. Not bad. Okay, Mr. Khalid, can you read number 5 on the left at the bottom, please? Khalid, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Ah, okay.
Youth who go around vandalizing property should be forced to repair the things they have damaged. Sir, can you explain the fourth word in the first line?
Vandalizing. Well,
Yes.
actually, let's see if anyone in the class can give an example. Class, if you vandalize something, what are you doing? Does anyone know this word?
Yes, you destroy cultural objects. Like
Yeah.
monuments, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be just cultural. It could really be anyone else's property.
Or make graffiti on walls.
Graffiti.
Graffiti.
Yeah. Careful, not gravity. But graffiti. Yeah, if you spray paint graffiti on the wall, you're vandalizing it. Does that make sense, Khalid?
Let's explain this one again. Synonym for this one.
Yeah, can you think of a synonym for go around?
No. Vandalizing. What's the meaning of vandalizing is here?
Ah, so did you hear what Sasha was saying a second ago?
Yes.
Did you hear his?
Capturing correctly. Because his
That's
voice.
it. That's it. What he said. That's it. To destroy someone else's property is to vandalize. So, for example, if you spray paint your name on the wall of a building, unless it's your building, you have vandalized the building. So to destroy or in some way damage someone else's property, to vandalize.
Yes, as in I was
Yeah.
Go around, I think it's doing here.
Yeah, basically doing. You can't say use who do vandalizing, but that's the meaning. To do. Use who spend their time vandalizing. Yeah. Okay, excellent. And Mr. Jose, forgot to say hello to you. Welcome to class, Jose.
Hello, John.
Take a look at number. We're going to go to number 6 at the bottom right.
Okay, of course. 3 candidates will go forward to the next round in the election for party leader. Go
That's
forward,
actually,
I think is go in the future.
Okay, yeah. Something related to the future because you've got
Yes.
forward. Okay. Can you think of an actual word to substitute go forward? 1 or 2 words, doesn't have to be only one.
Do in the future.
To do in the future. So
Yes.
so try to say that in the sentence now.
Tomorrow we'll do the homework.
Tomorrow I'll do the homework.
I'll do
So
yes.
I'll go forward with the homework.
Yes.
By tomorrow. Okay, so go forward sounds better with a project.
With the project. Okay.
So homework is kind of something you do in one moment, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, not bad, but that's the basic idea.
Okay.
Okay, and sorry, was there a question out there? Because I don't have the Google chat open, so I can't really see what you're writing.
Teacher, okay. Yeah, I'm use verbal next time. Yeah, I want this question about go forward. Is it the same as put forward, or is there any difference?
Yeah, there's a difference. I might say the Democratic Party put forward Hillary Clinton as their main candidate, right? Put forward. But that doesn't mean that she'll go forward into the election running off against the Republicans. So put forward. So what do you think the difference is if I say it like that?
Before the candidate go forward. Like you
Yeah.
suggest.
Suggest, exactly. Yeah, to put forward is to suggest. I can put forward an idea as well. I can suggest an idea. So maybe suggest or even choose. Go forward is to actually be selected, right? So it's more concrete.
Something that was already decided.
What, for go forward?
Yes, like first of all, the candidate was put forward, and now he is going forward.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So you can't go forward if you haven't been put forward, at least with elections.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
That's it. Excellent. We're up to the last one, actually. Mr. Ahab. Could you read number 6 at the bottom right, please?
The newspaper are really going for Joe's run. They seem determined to destroy his career.
Okay, so this is some kind of a candidate, I assume. Are the newspapers being nice to Josh Rohn or being nasty, Ahab?
Yeah, they are being nasty.
Really nasty. They're going for it. In fact, there's an expression which is to go for the throat. It's like this. To go for the throat. Or you might see, even more idiomatically, to go for the jugular. Oops. It would help if I could spell the word jugular. Give me a second. What's the jugular? Do you know what that is? Probably you don't. It's an anatomical word. I'll give you a hint. It's in your neck. If you're ever attacked by a big dog or a wolf, what are they going to? Where are they going to try to bite you?
It's
an artery.
Say again, Miko? Oh, I heard someone say it.
It's an artery.
It's an artery, exactly. Well, actually, it's a vein, but yeah, that's the idea. So if someone goes for the jugular, they're going to attack you in the biggest vein that you have, the jugular vein. If you get your jugular vein cut, you will bleed to death very quickly because it's like a main vein or artery to the heart, right? So to go for the throat. So you can remember going for very easily, I think, for that. Okay, very good. You got the right answer, Ahab. Now, let's see how many of these you can remember. I've given you the main words. You need to match them to a definition. I think it'll be easy, though. Okay, and I've got a second set, and then we're going to practice this in a fast-paced set of exercises. Mr. Alberto. Happened in a particular way.
Happened in a particular way. I'm thinking.
Keep thinking.
I'm thinking about it.
Keep thinking. Keep thinking.
Keep thinking.
Keep thinking. We'll come back to you in a second. Keep thinking. While he's thinking, Van An experienced, used about an unpleasant situation.
Okay.
Van An, what do you think?
Oh, okay. So I think that is go through.
Number 2, she says go through. We'll find out in a second. Alberto, are you ready for number 1, or do you need a minute?
To go through.
No. She did number 2.
Oh.
You're still on number 1.
Do
you have the answer, or do you want to think a minute more?
Yeah. To go through is the number 1. Happen in a particular way.
Wait a second, Alberto. Van An was giving go through for number 2. So that means that it can't be for number 1. So Alberto, think about it for a minute, and we'll come back to you. Okay.
Okay. I have my mind is blank.
That's a good vocabulary word, by the way. My mind is blank.
My mind is blank.
Good
Now,
expression.
right now.
You're thinking about Route 66.
No.
Class, help him out. Happened in a particular way. What would you say? Help him out, class. If you know it, shout it out.
I would say to go off.
To go off. We'll find out in a moment. Happen in a particular way. To go off. I think you might be right about that. It's hard without the sentences, without the context. It's hard to say these things. What you can do is just invent a sentence for yourself and see if it works. So Lena, could you give an example of go off?
For example, the party went off well. Can I say that?
Yes, you can. The party went off well. Okay. So it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good. We'll find out the answers in just a second. Let's see. So, Mr. Sasha, I think we're next. Leave one group organization to join another. What do you think? Number 3. What do you think, Sasha?
Yes. To go over to.
To go over to. To go over to. Okay. If you switch sides, you might go over to the other side. Oriel. Number 4. Using as a reference. Oh, we heard that word earlier.
Go by.
To go by. Maybe. Could you use it in a sentence?
Well,
you can say it like this. Going by what? We were able to
by the dictionary.
Good.
The definition of house is where when men lives.
Okay. Where people live.
Where people live.
Not just men.
Yeah, that's true.
Women live in houses.
True.
I have a cat. My cat lives in my house. Okay. Okay, very good. Very good. So that makes it a little more clear when we can come up with an example. So let's see. Mr. Miko, spend time. Particularly if it's used about doing something that is unpleasant for other people. To spend time.
To go through?
To go through. But did we use go through for number 2? And Van Ant said go through for experienced. So do you think that she was wrong?
Maybe because in the other example, speaking about this mother agony, we used go through. No?
Okay, but in this case, that means the mother is the one who has the unpleasant experience.
To the others is the main idea.
To the others, right? To the others.
So go around.
You're having a ball. The other person is not, and the answer is to go around. Can you think of an example? It sounds good. Can you think of an example?
Using go around.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll give you a hint. You've got to go around doing something. So it's not just go around. You actually need a gerund, and it's got to be some activity which is either illegal or unpleasant for someone else. So what could you go around doing that other people might not like?
For instance, Hillary Clinton go around speaking bad about black people.
There you go. Go around. In fact, we have an expression to speak ill of. It's kind of fancy. So if you go around speaking ill of other people, like this in the vocabulary in the chat window,
Speaking
that
ill
would
of
yeah,
other people.
saying bad things. It'll come back to you if you do that. So don't do that. Okay, that's it. Go around speaking. Very good. And oh, we're missing one, aren't we? Should be 7 on this page. Okay, we're up to Mr. Khalid. Look at number 6. Strongly criticizing.
It is to go for.
To go for. Excellent. By the way, can you think of a sentence for that?
The audience is are going for the actor in the play.
Yeah, they don't like his performance.
Yes.
They're really going for it. Now, going for has more than one meaning. So we're looking at one of several meanings. One meaning is to attack, right? To go for, maybe verbally attack. And I'm missing his definition here. The missing definition is, give me a second and I'll tell you. I'm missing one of these words. Number 7 was, sorry, to do what was planned. You can't see that on the screen, but it's there. Jose, to do
Yes, I'm
what
here.
was planned.
The company will go forward an important profit.
Okay, to go forward with a plan, exactly.
Yes.
Let's take a look. There you've got the answers filled in.
The answer is number 7.
Yep, you got it. To go forward with.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a big echo from someone. Khalid, I'm just going to mute you for a second because I'm getting a really big echo from your connection, okay? So let me just turn that off for a second. Okay, so, not bad. I've got another set for you to think about. What I want you to do is, if you can think of a replacement for these, I want you to say the sentence again. I'm not going to go in any particular order here. I'll read it. If you can think of another way to say it, or if you can think of a good, quick explanation, shout it out. We should go over these sales figures. I think there's been a mistake.
Check again.
Review.
Review and check again. Both sound good to me. Okay, review and check again. The house went for 400,000 euros, which was more expensive than we expected.
Cost.
It cost. Or more specifically, it's true, it cost. But more specifically,
was sold
for. Fantastic. I've been going over in my mind what happened the other day. I think we have a big problem. Look at number 3. I've been going over it in my mind.
Think?
To think about. A lot or a little?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot, because it's a big problem.
It's a big problem. To think a lot about a big problem is to go over it. It's like you're replaying a movie in your mind. Excellent. The festival will go ahead despite the bad weather.
Continue.
To continue. Fantastic. Harry has decided to go into politics. I'm not sure if I'd vote for him.
To start a career in politics.
Yeah, to start a career. To enter politics. To start. Involve himself. If you say involve, you have to make it reflexive. To involve himself. Or to get involved is another way to say it. Okay? Sounds good. By the way, let's put that in the chat window. To get involved is another way to say it. Okay? To go into. Whoops. Okay. Very good. And the last one on this page. Who would want to go after such a boring job?
Take care.
Take care. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe.
Get.
Say again?
To get.
To get. Yeah, okay, to get. But before you get, you have to do what?
To apply.
To apply for.
Find. To look
And
for.
to look for. Yeah, that's the right meaning. And Sasha said to go out for, to try out for. To try out for, to look for, to apply for. Basically, go after is something like to pursue. All right. Are there any questions about those phrasal verbs? Everything pretty much clear? Yeah? Okay. If that's clear, then I'm going to assign you a definition, Mr. Khalid, to examine again. What do you think?
What definition to examine again?
Which of those that we just saw you think could
Excuse
be
me.
examined again?
Examine again, it's mean to repeat it again?
But which of the go words could we use? Go what? Remember we had go for, go over, go ahead, go back over, go into, go after.
Examine again, it's mean go
Tricky,
through.
huh?
Go through.
Okay, maybe. Let's put that in the chat window and we'll think about it. So number one, we have a go through, and we'll see if we're right in just a minute. I'll put a little question mark. Okay, we'll come back to it. Number two, was sold for. Ahab, what do you think? Was sold for.
Was sold for.
Remember, we've got back over, for, over, ahead, into, and after. Those are our prepositions.
Yeah, it's went.
Okay. So to go for or went for in the past. Okay. Very good. We'll double check these in a minute. Sorry about the noise in the background. I had some construction going on in my house. Number three, the definition is thinking about something that happened or that was said. Alberto, this one is for you.
Go over.
To go over for number three. To go over. Okay, excellent. And Khalid, are you changing your answer? Khalid.
Yes. It's
So
to go over.
No, but for you said to go back over. Was that for number one or number three?
Number one.
Number one. Got it. Okay. So I'll change your answer in the chat window. And you'll see the answers in just a second. Okay. So far we used back over, for, and just over. Number four, the definition is happen. Miko, what do you think? Another way to say happen.
Go ahead.
To go ahead. Okay. So that was number four. Go ahead. Excellent. And Mr. Oriel, what do you think about to become involved in?
I think it's go into.
Go into. Okay. Go into. Okay. And Sasha, what do you think about number six? To try to get. To try to get something. Try to get something. I haven't achieved it, but
to get, I don't understand in this case, to get. To get what?
Try to get something, like maybe try to get a position at a company.
To try out for.
To try out for. Okay. Only we need to use go, Sasha. Remember, our keyword is go.
Okay.
So we've got back over, for, over, ahead, to, and after. What do you think? Anyone else? I don't hear Sasha. Any other ideas for number 6?
Go after.
I don't have.
Number 6, I think the answer is go after.
Go after.
Go after. Okay. And let's take a look. You are correct. To go after a job. So before you get it, Sasha, you have to go after it. That means to pursue it. Okay? And the other ones were, looks like they're okay. To go back over was to examine again. To go for, or I went for, the house went for 400,000. Going over something in your mind is to think about it. Go ahead is that it's going to happen. And to go into is to become involved in, like politics. So, let's see if you can actually, let's see, I didn't see that picture before. Let's see if you can actually go use these prepositions. Look at Grumpy Cat, everyone. Look at Grumpy Cat. You get a cookie if you can find out which phrasal verb matches with Grumpy Cat's picture. Okay, here we go. Alberto, want to start us off for number 1?
Okay. It's been a terrible week. As you know, I'm planning to go ahead teaching.
I'm planning to go ahead teaching. Planning to go ahead teaching. Something doesn't sound quite right, though.
Sorry?
Something doesn't sound quite right with go ahead teaching. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I'm not sure about go ahead teaching. Not sure.
In my opinion, if you're planning to continue teaching, it's an idea to continue to go ahead.
Okay. Maybe you're right. Give me a second here. Hold on. Sorry, I just have to open something on my computer so I have the same material that you have. Give me a second here. So we're on. Give me a second here. Oh.
And teacher, don't give up. Don't give up. You will continue teaching. It's not a terrible week.
Not yet. Hang on a second. I need to open something on my computer because I'm on the wrong page on my material. 58.1. 2.1. Okay. All right. So it's been a terrible week. As you know, I'm planning. Okay, I think the problem here is that we need to read the rest of the text, or we can't really decide. So Alberto, let's come back to number 1 after we've done a few more, because we need a little bit more of a context. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll come back to it in just a second. Van En, why don't you continue with number 2, and then it'll help us figure out number 1.
Okay. So number 2, I think on Monday I went for a trainee teacher position that was advertised at a school in town, but I didn't get it.
Okay, so you're going to say number 2 is went for, right?
Yeah.
Could it be anything else? Went for is not, it's not terrible, but I think there might be a better choice. What's the one that means to pursue something?
Go after.
To go after. So on Monday, I
went after.
I went after a trainee teacher position. I was pursuing it. I applied for it. So Alberto, if it's been a terrible week, And my week began when I applied for, when I went after a trainee teacher position. What does that mean about number 1? Have I ever taught before in number 1? Alberto, have I taught before? Or is this the first time? According to sentence number 2, have I ever taught before this week? Or at least, have I ever taught at this place before? Or is this the very first time I'm doing it?
On Monday I went for the first time.
It's the first time. So, I'm planning to go blank teaching. It's going to be my profession, but it's not my profession yet.
Okay. I'm planning to go over.
Uh-oh. No, over means switch sides.
No. Sorry.
Remember the example about politics? We had, I think that was our example earlier.
Go into.
To go into.
I'm planning to go into.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm planning to go into teaching. It's the first time I ever tried it, and on Monday I went after a position. I applied for it. I pursued it. Okay? So number 1, number 2, we got those. Let's see. Lena, what do you think about number 3?
I've been going over the interview in my mind, but I don't think I said anything too stupid.
Okay, very good. So you didn't get it, and you're trying to think about why. Why didn't you get it? Okay, very good. And Mikko, can you continue? Then on Tuesday?
Then on Tuesday I fell off my bike and managed to twist my ankle. It was terrible, swollen for a day.
Terribly swollen.
Terribly swollen for a day or two, but it's beginning to go better, you know. So it could be
better, right?
Yeah.
But it's swelling, and swelling means what happened to your ankle if it's swollen? Do you know the word swollen?
That you have pain.
No. Have you ever fallen off your bike?
Sorry?
Have you ever fallen off your bike?
Yes.
So what happens if you fall off your bike and you twist your ankle or you hurt your leg? What happens to it? Of course it hurts, but physically, what happens to it? Like when the doctor says, you have to stay off your leg for a week, right? You can't put any pressure on it.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like?
I don't know what's the word.
So the verb is to swell or to swell up. So as long as that's clear, then you got the meaning. Swell. Because the point is you're such a good cyclist that this has never happened to you. That's why you don't know the word. To swell. You can see it in the chat window. To swell.
Yeah.
To swell means to become larger.
Larger, okay.
So her bruised knee was already swelling up after the accident. It means it was getting larger. It was filling up with blood. And it will stay that way for a couple of hours or a couple of days. Shinyue has a great definition. A part of your body is swollen. It is larger and rounder than normal, usually as a result of an injury or illness. I couldn't have said it better myself. So, Miko, my ankle was terribly swollen for a day or two, but now it's getting better. So now it's beginning to go where?
It's going back over.
Back over to where? The supermarket?
No.
Back. We'll come back to it in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
This is one we actually haven't seen in the beginning, so they snuck in one that I didn't prepare you for, but it makes sense when you see the answer. We'll come back to it. So this is all about our bad week. Oriel, keep going. for number 5, starting with "It's my birthday"?
It's my birthday party tomorrow. I hope you can come. Plans are still mm, I don't going ahead.
Keep going. Yeah, that's right.
Going ahead for that, of course. Although I don't suppose I'll be able to dance very much.
Right. So you got to see the ending of the sentence for it to make sense. You've got a swollen ankle. You're not going to be able to dance.
Mm-hmm.
The plans are going ahead without you. Okay? Fantastic. All right. Who did I miss here? I'm lost. I don't know who I missed. Mr. Khalid. I don't suppose. You take it from there?
Excuse me, I'm with you.
At the bottom. I don't suppose.
I don't suppose I will be able to dance very much. I am probably going to sell my bike, though I hope it will go over at least $100, which will help me. £100, which will help me out till I manage to find a job.
Mm-hmm. And the phrasal verb was?
Go over.
What's the one we use for sell for?
Excuse me?
What's the phrasal verb we used earlier, which means to sell? Specifically to sell. To sell when you name a price. Remember the house for 400,000 pounds or whatever it was?
Go back over?
No, that means to examine.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Go over, sir.
No. Help him out, class.
Go for.
Go for. Yeah, that's it. I hope it'll go for at least 100 pounds. I hope it'll go for. That means that you're setting that price. You want it to go for.
Excuse me. Going for it's we learned it's about attack.
No, we learned that it has 2 meanings. At least 2. Right? So one meaning is to attack, to go for the jugular. Another meaning is to set a price. I want it to go for 100 pounds. I'm going to sell it at 100 pounds. And there's probably a few more meanings as well, because phrasal verbs are tricky, unfortunately. Mr. Shinue is asking us about number 4, so we got to go back to number 4. Biko, it was terribly swollen for a day or 2, but it's beginning to go
down.
Beginning to go down. Fantastic. So the opposite of swell up is to go down. You can't swell down, but you can go down. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Hey, listen. Let's try one more. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. So let's try one more. I've given you the first half of the sentence on the left. Can you find the second half of, not the sentence, the question on the right? What do you think, Sasha? Take number 1 for us. It will help if you skim through the answers first, but read number 1 for us.
Are you planning to go after? To a different, go after the boss's job when he leaves.
Excellent. That's right. To go after is to pursue something. Okay. Fantastic. Van Ann, what do you think about number 2?
Okay, number 2. Is the end of term concert going ahead to the semi-final?
Going ahead to the semi-finals. Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Going ahead in the school hall as usual this year.
Right. It means to happen. Right. To go ahead in the school hall, to happen, to take place. Right? I agree. It's got to be D. Fantastic so far. Let's see, who's next? Mr. Alberto. What about number 4? What do you think, Alberto? Alberto? Alberto is sleeping. Mr. Ahab, what do you think about number 4? Uh-oh, no one can hear me.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Okay, take it away. Number 4.
How much did their house go for?
You gotta match it though. Go for. Keep going. Which one on the right side
Maybe
is the
A
best
one,
match?
A. And they finally managed to sell it.
Yeah, to go for is to sell. So it matches with A. That's it. Okay. Lena, what do you think about 5?
Number 5. Did your engagement party go off as well as you'd hoped?
As well as you'd hoped. Okay. Apparently, these are too easy for all of you because you're not struggling at all. You're all correct so far. Mr. Oriel, I think I skipped you earlier. What do you think about 6?
Could you help me go back over our business accounts?
Go back over your business accounts to review them. To go back over. Okay? So number 6 matches with B, and it's really the best match. Fantastic. Okay. Jose, what do you think about 7?
Okay. Has the swelling on your knee gone down as well as you'd hoped?
As well as you'd hoped. You know, that's funny because it fits. But it's not the right answer.
No,
it fits, but there's a better answer.
yes. And gone down yet.
It's yet, yeah.
Yet.
Has your swelling gone down yet?
Yeah.
Has it healed yet? In other words. Okay, excellent. And the last one. Who wants the last one? Who wants it?
Me.
Go for it.
Which teams are going forward to the semi-final? To
the semi-final. Going forward. Fantastic. Let me ask you something, because we have to wrap it up at this point. I don't have quite enough time to get to the game I wanted to get to, but I wanted to spend a little extra time because I thought these are really useful words. Go is like one of the most common words in the English language, and I want you to get very familiar with this stuff. Which of these go phrasal verbs had you never seen before? Which one or ones were completely new for you? Or which ones do you think were more difficult than the others?
When for example, I never heard this phrasal verb.
Okay, good. So, to go for, we saw at least 2 different examples. Which other ones were difficult? Anyone else had one that was particularly tricky?
Go back over. It's
go back over?
Yes, it's the third word. 3 words.
It is 3 words. Right. So to go back over. Any others? The rest of them were easy?
Go over to.
To go over to. Switch sides. Okay. So, I'm just curious then. Jose, if you had to create an example, what example do you think would be good for... I forgot which one was yours now. I just forgot which one you said. To go for, yeah.
So, my house went for $1,000.
Just $1,000? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a example.
I'm going to move to Valencia in that case. Fantastic. Excellent. So, here's what I suggest you do. I suggest that you take this presentation, right? First of all, you can put these in your notes, but I suggest that you go back over. Ooh, look at that. Go back over these in a day's time and see how many you can remember. Maybe just underlining or circling the ones that were really difficult for you. You've got to review these or they're not going to be very clear. I think what we'll do is this. On Friday, I have a language games class, and maybe what I could do is I'm trying to pick up things that people had difficulty with. So maybe on Friday, if you want to come back here at 11 o'clock GMT, we can make phrasal verbs part of the language game on Friday. We're going to play Verbal Jeopardy, which is, I tried it the other day, and I'm going to kind of work on it and expand it. But maybe, to give you some more practice, I can make that one of the categories that we work on Friday. So study these, come back on Friday, and play the game and see how well you do. Okay? So there's what we can do because we couldn't quite get to the speaking activity today. All right, we're going to stop here. Great job, everyone. I'll be back in about 30 seconds to start the next class. We're going to take the topic of, well, we're working on the grammar garage and modal verbs of advice. We're going to take our modal verbs from last week, and we're going to take them a step further. We're going to give you some more practice and also go over that tricky pronunciation problem of OUGH words, owls and alls, which we saw in the text. Okay? So stick around for that. Grammar Garage coming up in less than a minute. Bye for now, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.